Hello, everyone, and welcome to Daily Grace with Pastor James. So glad you're joining me in this episode. Thank you so much. Today, we want to look at the signs of real love because we've been talking about love in the community in our worship service for quite some weeks now, and also last week we also touched on love because love is so important, especially in the community, because without love you are nothing, and the Bible is quite clear about all this. So when we talk about love now, what are the real signs of love? What are the real signs of love? 1 Corinthians 13, 4 to 5, the NLT version says it this way. It says, love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand its own ways. It is not irritable, and it keeps no record of when it has been wrong. Did you get that? And you see, from that Bible passage, we can actually draw out the signs of real love. The signs of real love. The first thing, looking at the 4b part of it, it says love is not rude. So when you are in love and you see people being rude, especially in a community, you know that they don't really have that love for that community, and they are not basically part of the community. Love is not rude. In other words, you need to be diplomatic. The Bible wants us to be honest. The Bible wants us to tell the truth to our brethren, but you need to be diplomatic, not just being honest in the way that you do things. Proverbs 18:13, the Message translation says, answering before listening is both stupid and rude. You see, have you seen some people in their lives that they first react? They first respond to something spontaneously before they take their time to read or listen and understand exactly what is being communicated to them. The Bible is clear. Ephesians 4:31 to 32 says, stop being bitter and angry and mad at others. You see people every time in the community they are doing this. He said, don't yell at one another or curse each other or even be rude. If we are in a community, we need to be diplomatic, not just being honest. Proverbs 16:21, the TEV version says, a wise, mature person is known for his understanding. The more pleasant his words, the more persuasive he is. Some people, their words cut into the hearts like a knife. The other thing we can draw out of that passage is love does not demand its own ways. And we have people like that. It is either their own or nothing. But if you are in a community, if you are in love, you need to understand, be understanding to others, not just demanding your own ways. Sympathize with others so that you can also understand things from their own perspective, from their own point of view. Philippians 2:5-7, NLT version says, your attitude should be the same that Christ Jesus had. Though he was God, he did not demand and cling to his rights as God. He made himself nothing. He took the humble position of a slave and appeared in human form. There are people you see in life, there are people you see in community, the way they carry themselves, you just really want to just ponder, are these people really real? Do they know what they are doing? Because all they are interested in is that their own must prevail and nothing else. Titus 3 verse 2 says believers shouldn't curse anyone or be quarrelsome, but they should be gentle and show courtesy to everyone. And the third thing, it says love is not irritable. In other words, if you are in love, you cannot be short-tempered. There are so many people around us that are short-tempered, but they really need to work on that if they want to thrive, if they really want to belong to a community of believers. Galatians 6 verse 1 says, brothers and sisters, if someone in your group does something wrong, you who are spiritual should go to that person and gently help make him right again. But be careful, because you might be tempted to sin. Don't be short-tempered when you are in a community. It ruins things. Proverbs 15 verse 4, NLT, says, gentle words bring life and health. A deceitful tongue crushes the spirit. Mind your tongue. Mind the words that you say. Mind your attitude. Mind your character, because these are the things that would ruin the community, that would ruin the love that we are building in our community. Ecclesiastes 10 verse 4, NLT version says, if your boss is angry with you, don't quit. I saw this and I say, really? Is this in the Bible? You can go and read it yourself. Ecclesiastes 10 verse 4, NLT version. If your boss is angry with you, don't quit. A quiet spirit can overcome even great mistakes. But what do we see today? The first thing people want to do if they are offended in a church is to quit, is to run away, especially if it actually comes from the leader. Oh God, have mercy. They just want to scatter everything and go. But that is what the Bible is telling you and I. And of course, the fourth thing is, it says, love keeps no record of wrongs. Don't repeat it. Delete it. That is what the Bible wants us to do. Mark 11, verse 25, the Amplified Version says, whenever you stand praying, if you have anything against anyone, forgive him and let it drop. Leave it and let it go, in order that your Father who is in heaven may also forgive you your own failings and shortcomings, and let it drop. Most of us want people to forgive us, but we don't want to forgive other people. It's easier for you to say, look, forgive me for what I have done, but it's difficult when others offend you. Love does not rub it in. Love rubs it out. So don't keep repeating it. You just delete it. Proverbs 10 verse 12 says, hate stirs up trouble, but love forgives all offenses. Thank you so much for listening to me in this episode. That is the factors that we need to take into consideration to actually see where real love thrives. If this message has blessed you, please do share it with others so that they can also be blessed. Once again, my name is Pastor James Egodibe, and I pastor our CCG Solid Rock Parish, Derby, 55 Woods Lane, DE 22 3UD. And if you're looking for a Bible-believing church, we have wonderful brethren who are ready to welcome you with open arms. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.